Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. So this is our backyard before. There was actually a huge burn pile left here when we first moved in from the previous renters, so we cleaned that up. And here my husband is just marking the area where we want to build our makeover. We have more plans for our backyard, but this is just the start. We are just renting this property, but it was already torn up and gross back here anyways, and we did a lot of work cleaning it up, and the landlord okayed us to put a pool up. So we're actually going to be putting up a family size pool, nothing that's too deep for the kiddos. We plan to get a bigger, deeper pool later, but for now we are just going to get a family size pool, and we are going to be building a fence around it to be safe for the little ones, since we do have 3 little ones that are ages 6 and under. We needed a little bit of help in the beginning, so we had some family come over and help us to scrape and flatten out the yard. And then once we started to build the box, we filled it in with sand and we concreted down the posts. I did as much as I could to help my husband throughout this process, but he did an amazing job at building this fence. So here we are just scraping the sand to make it level. So we are just taking a shovel and spreading the sand around, and then we're using this long piece of board to scrape it and level it. It was definitely hard work, but hard work pays off. It was so worth it in the end. So we are going to go ahead and scrape this, and once it is level, the whole family is going to come out. It's going to take a whole family effort to lay down a tarp, and then we are going to set up the pool.
Teardrops start to dry, even when the sun begins to shine again. Taking all the advice there is, and none of it has helped. Experience has made me realize that I won't build my life on empty words. Being so damn naive, it only hurts. I'm so tired of
It did not take me long to realize that I needed to change out of my Nikes and put on some boots because it was so muddy over here. Our backyard was a straight construction zone at this point, so I ran and put my boots on really quickly, and we actually scraped this sand for a long time. My arms were so sore by the end of the day. And the kids were actually playing on a water slide. So there's baby Jackson over there checking out what we're doing, and the other kids are right in front of us playing in the water.
I always thought that love was made for me. Oh well, I was just as blue-eyed as the sky could ever be. Loving you has made me realize I'm so tired of love songs. Life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs. I'm sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you.
So y'all, it took us most of the day to level out this sand, but it was so satisfying once it was finally done. We were either going to do pea gravel or river rock around the swimming pool on top of the sand once we have the pool set up, and we ended up going with river rock. So later on in the video you will see Eric's truck filled up with some river rock, and we will be spreading it in around the pool. The pool we ended up going with is by Intex. It is a 30-inch by 12-foot swimming pool. Next year, my husband said he wanted to get the one that was a little bit bigger, so we may look into swimming pool sales that they're having at the end of summer. But for now, this one is the perfect height for our kids.
Hey, you're good at making me lose my mind, but I always come around, don't I? And I know sometimes I'm bringing you down, but I always make you smile, don't I? We're like the waves on a big blue stormy sea.
This is a project that took us like a whole month to complete with my husband's work hours. He had to go to work and then he would come home and go straight on the pool and work on it until dark. So there was a lot of hard work put into this project. So for the fence, we did concrete the post down, and Eric was having me hold the boards up and pressing them against the post to keep them level while he drilled them in. And we have monster mosquitoes in our yard because of all the woods and all the trees, so we spray off like crazy and use the citronella candles. But my kids were over here just playing on this dirt pile. They were having a blast digging in the dirt. That dirt was scooped up from the ground to level out the yard for the pool. So on this day, we finished up building the fence posts, and then on the next day, we actually put up the actual fencing. And we were originally going to do like a picket fence around, but then we decided that a lattice fence would look way better. So we did decide to go with the lattice fencing, and we considered painting this fence, but we really love the natural wood color, and it's also weatherproof material we got, so you don't even have to paint any of this wood. It's all weather treated, but we can go over it with stain later on if we decide to, but we are just going to leave it all the natural wood color for now. My favorite part about this whole fence has got to be the door. It automatically will spring closed, and it has a lock so the kids can't get in. We can also put additional locking on it if needed, but we did go ahead and fill the pool up and start swimming in it before the project was completely done, since it was summer and we were able to go ahead and fill it up. So we have been swimming in this pool every day that it's not raining. The kids absolutely love it. As soon as they walk in the door from school, the first thing what they want to do is go get in the pool. It's mid-August now, but it is still getting up in the upper 90-degree weather, so we still have plenty of time to use our pool. So now it's time to put in our river rock. So we're just going to be scooping this into buckets and spreading it around the swimming pool. The littles were playing in the water while we did this, and Jackson is not allowed in the pool unless an adult is in there, or Adeline, my 12-year-old, is in there when we put him in the float. So he does not get in the pool alone, you guys. But I just got into the back of the truck and I was scooping all of the rocks into the buckets so that Eric could go and spread them. So for the front of the pool, we wanted to do seating. We were going to do a table and chairs and an umbrella, and originally we were going to box this in and fill it in with some more river rock, but then we decided that we wanted to build a low deck, kind of like a floating deck, because it would be more level and our chairs wouldn't be constantly sinking down into the rock. So it took my husband about 3 days to complete this deck, with having to go to work and coming home and working on it. We did concrete squares underneath for support, and then we're going to be putting our umbrella on top. We were going to build the deck around the umbrella, but we really didn't want this deck to be any higher than it needed to be because we didn't want it to defeat the purpose of our fence. So now it is time to decorate our deck. So we are putting our table, our umbrella, and all of our chairs on. I'm going to put a citronella candle in the center of the table and clean the table. We are so looking forward to sitting out here and having family dinners. I'm also going to be putting the kids' little picnic table over here so that they can sit at their little table. But we're going to come out here and watch our movies on our projector some nights and swim until dark. And also, this umbrella is so cool, you guys. Underneath it, it has lights. So if we're sitting out here in the dark, then it projects light down on the table, and it's honestly plenty of light and not too much. Our backyard is definitely a little oasis now. I love to come out here and sit and watch the kids swim or swim with them. It's definitely a cozy, relaxing space for our home. We do have plans to eventually put a swing set out here by the pool as well, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all of the afters and how it looks at night. And for all of my loving subscribers, I want you all to know that you do have a big part in this makeover. I was able to help my husband with money to get this done faster, quicker than he would have been able to do it on his own. So thank you guys so much for helping us build our dream makeover in our backyard. So it is done enough for now, but we are going to be adding a step going down into the pool, so it's not such a steep step down. So there will be a little step right here. Later on, we will be additionally adding that, and we're also going to be adding a few more concrete steps, these stepping stones, to the pool, so we don't have to walk on the river rock barefoot to the pool. We also added this little table out here by the pool so we can put our drinks on it. And I'm also going to be setting my baby's little water table in here so that when he wants to get out of the pool, he will still be right beside us at his water table. But I love the way that everything turned out. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching our backyard makeover, and I will see y'all in my next one.